Hey everybody, I'm Josh Bramer. I'm the owner of Old Fashioned Lumber. If you're watching this video, I appreciate you taking your time. And obviously you love barnwood just as much as I do, or you wouldn't be watching this. But anyway, I hope to teach you a little something about old fashioned lumber, and not just that, but just about barnwood and where it comes from, a little bit of history behind it. So I'll start off by telling you more about what we're doing here at Old Fashioned Lumber. So this is real barnwood. It's not old fence wood that you can find out in your backyard, and it's gray, and it'll cut straight just like this stuff, but it's 15 years old and it doesn't have the history that this has. So be mindful of that. We're selling authentic barnwood. This was built by pioneers that settled their little areas here, their little communities. A lot of Amish barns we get in, and somebody made a living underneath this wood here, and they worked 365 days a year for years on end until it was over for them, I guess, and God bless them. But for whatever reason, the next person, the family, they decided to get rid of the barn, and we just want to make sure it goes to a good home, and that it ends up in your house or your business, and it kind of the story lives on. So that's what's really cool about this. I won't go on and on about it, but it's what gets me up in the morning. I really truly love what we're doing here. But as you can see, this is raw barnwood. It's different thicknesses, different lengths, different widths. If you tried to take this and throw it up on a wall, it would not look good. And this is kind of a better way to look at it here. This is a piece of raw material. This will be an ancient gray board. It's going to end up a 6-inch wide ancient gray. This is from a batten strip that was on this particular barn. We don't always have that, but that'll be cut off. That batten strip protected the inside of the barn a little bit better because there was no gaps, so wind didn't blow through. It's warmer in the winter time, and just some people preferred it. But anyway, so the edges will be jagged on this raw material. The ends will be split usually. So we take care of all that for you. We cut off all that waste, and we make sure what you end up with is a little bit more something like this. This is just a cut off piece for this video, but it's a Charlie Brown, or a weathered brown. I'm sorry. This is my favorite. It's beautiful. I love mixing it with the ancient gray here. You could see the tone that you're going to get out of that is just insane. Just beautiful, beautiful stuff. But we thickness plane all our material, so everything's going to be the same thickness when you get it. We cut a glue line edge on this stuff, so there's a lot of steps to get to this, but basically that means if you really wanted to, you could glue that seam together there, and there would not be a seam. It would be seamless. So it's just, we kind of go the extra step to make sure you're not going to have any issues down the road. You don't need a tongue and a groove on this. We're going to start offering a shiplap just because it would be nice, to have that option. But you don't need it. I mean, this stuff is bone dry. It's all been kiln dried. There's no bugs in it. There's no moisture in it. It's got about 6%, which is as low as you can get lumber. And it's going to lay flat, and it's going to stay true, which is what you want. This is the weathered brown is so much variation. You can see from these two pieces, same barn, just different color. It's really amazing. You can't fake that. You can't paint it. You can't stain it. You can't print it out. I mean, I don't care what you try to do. Even if you could, it doesn't have the story that this stuff has, and that it's got to mean something to you. If you're going to spend this kind of money on something for your home, you want to be able to tell a story, and that's kind of what we're trying to be able to offer you. So it's easy to work with. It's a great product. This is going to be our next product we'll be releasing, which is a thinner option, coming all the same colors. It's 3/8 of an inch thick. You can nail it, or for another price, you can have it with adhesive on the back, and you'll just peel and stick it to the wall. Better for DIYers. The advantage of what we're going to be offering is that it's a lot thicker than our competitors. Our competitors' stuff is 13/16 of an inch, which is 5 pieces of paper. So, you know, you can imagine 5 pieces of paper is flimsy. I cannot see how 10 years down the road you're not going to have problems with that. So 3/8 is as thin as we want to go. But I'll go into more about that product in a different video when we do launch it here in a couple months, or maybe next month. And just hope you learned something from this. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, I'm available 365 days a year, just like the guys that built these barns. You know, I work for a living, except for Sundays. Yeah, just, you know, reach out to me. Contact info is on the website, and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks again for watching.